yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, our troubles will be miles away. Here we are, as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Through the years we all will be together, if the fates allow. Hang a shining star upon the highest bough, and have yourself a merry little Christmas now.
We all will be together, if the fates allow.
Hang a shining star upon the highest bough, and have yourself a merry little Christmas now. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas.
You really are a heel. You're as cuddly as a cactus. You're as charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch. You're a bad banana with a greasy black peel. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel. You're as cuddly as a cactus. You're as charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch. You're a bad banana with a greasy black peel. You're a monster, Mr. Grinch. Your heart's an empty hole. Your brain is full of spiders. You've got garlic in your soul, Mr. Grinch. I wouldn't touch you with a 39.5-foot pole. You're a monster, Mr. Grinch. You have termites in your smile. You have all the tender sweetness of a seasick crocodile, Mr. Grinch. Given the choice between the two of you, I'd take the seasick crocodile. You're a vile one, Mr. Grinch. You're a nasty, wasty skunk. Your heart is full of unwashed socks. Your soul is full of gunk, Mr. Grinch. The three words that best describe you are as follows, and I quote: stink, stank, stunk. You're a rotter, Mr. Grinch. You're the king of sinful sots. Your heart's a dead tomato splotched with moldy purple spots, Mr. Grinch. Your soul is an appalling dump heap, overflowing with the most disgraceful assortment of deplorable rubbish imaginable, mangled up in tangled up knots. Nauseate me, Mr. Grinch, with a nauseous super nouse. You're a crooked, dirty jockey, and you drive a crooked horse, Mr. Grinch. You're a three-decker sauerkraut and toadstool sandwich with arsenic sauce.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. What fun to ride and sing in a one-horse open sleigh. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. Oh, what fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. What fun to ride and sing in a one-horse open sleigh. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. Oh, what fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. What fun to ride and sing in a one-horse open sleigh.
What up, everybody? How y'all doing tonight? It is Monday.
Happy
After Monday.
He said it. What's up, everybody?
How y'all doing tonight?
Oh, golden. Keeping it golden, man. As
Yeah.
always.
Another
Keeping
day
it
in
bracket fun.
Oh, so it is Christmas time.
Christmas time.
It's Christmas time.
You're fucking right.
Yeah. What up, Kales? How you doing, homie? Think, let's see here. Who else? Smoker. Yerp. Okay, what up, everybody? So, it is the Christmas edition, so that means we got 6 amazing, fantastabulous movies for y'all. I'm excited about mine. I don't know about y'all. Like,
I picked a couple favorites of mine, to be honest. A couple of I'm gonna say I picked a couple nostalgic favorites that I watch every year. I've watched every year for 30 something years, I gotta say, or whenever they came out. You know what I mean? Like, I can't really say 30 years or something, but yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Christmas time. When I was a kid,
1 minute out. Make sure you're loaded up, packed up, heated up, ready to go.
Yes, sir.
oh shit, look at that. Yeah, it's all about, having fun. And for me, it's for making a good Christmas for my kids and stuff, right? So watching all those movies I used to love, man, and now they love them, man. It's awesome, passing down memories. You know what I mean?
Yes. So what y'all smoking on tonight? I got some red velvet cake.
Tuna or Rockstar. I mixed up my doobies, so it's one of the two.
Cheers.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
Oh yeah. 420. Let's do it.
Be anything you want. Just keep going. Now don't stop here, nigga. Yeah. Back when I was young, I had dreams of getting richer. Then my homie Breeze set me down, schooled me to the picture. I was with some wild niggas, put me on the game. Told me if you tryna make your moves, you gotta know your lane. Homie, all you got your name, and your words will never break it. For this life you pay a price, you get a chance, you gotta take it. Cause most niggas never make it, they stranded where I'm from. Ain't no conversation, all they understand is get a gun. I was riding in my Bonneville, hoping I could make it out, selling peas and smoking weed, avoiding police right up the street. Way back in the day, before I had all of this paper, before I had all of these diamonds, before I had all of these haters. Now I remember when I seen it, and to me it was stunting. Now I remember when I bought it, I ain't need it or nothing. Always in a different state, so now they label me a goner. I ain't come up out of nowhere, I'm from straight up off the corner. Now everywhere we go, they probably know my name cause I've been there. Now everywhere we go, they saying how much I spend when I'm in there. And I'm throwing up my money for the ones who never made it, saying fuck the ones who hate it. Rolling up and celebrate, now let's get medicated. Man, let's get medicated. Let's get medicated. Man, I'm hella faded. Man, let's get medicated. Let's get medicated. Let's get medicated. Man, I'm hella faded. I'm hella faded.
Roll that weed up and smoke it. Take your bitch home and poke it. Juicy be getting so faded. Thank God I got a chauffeur on that good Cali bud, pulling hoes bad as fuck. Just like a youngin', my nigga Juicy do all them drugs. Niggas smoking that Babbage weed, I be on that light green. Pop Molly in the after hours, a member of the no sleep team. Get a whole pound, smoke it by myself, or maybe at the Olympics with my homie know I'm fresh up off that corner. Pussy marijuana, they copy us, they clone us. Yeah, we some flat with owners. Got them acting like they been before, but they ain't never been at all. 8 balls, I was in the hall, ain't have time to fuck with y'all. Champagne when we celebrate, king sense, so I smell the hate. Middle finger, we getting paid. It costs much, but don't price that A. That dotted line ain't like that day. Comic book, let me illustrate like Pow Bang when they lift that K. My cousin died, wish I could get that day back like it's a vertebrae and bring that nigga on Front Street. Talk about it, never be about it. They don't want beef, cause that's lunch meat. So anything you need, you know that's on me. And that's OG, I swear, homie.
Now let's get medicated. Man, let's get medicated. Let's get medicated. Man, I'm hella faded. Man, let's get medicated. Let's get medicated. Let's get medicated. Man, I'm hella faded. I'm hella faded. Riding down the street, the way I'm grinding is unique. My city holding on to me, so niggas holding on the heat. Throwing up their side, rolling up that leaf. All I do is get high. All we want is peace. Always on the grind, that's every day. So police looking, I'm just rapping, killing beats and trying to stay away from booking. Yeah, my niggas dirty, crooking. I just had to make it known. And they hit the studio to show they happy to be home. Now I remember when I seen it, and to me it was stunning. Now I remember when I bought it, I ain't need it or nothing. Always in a different state, so now they label me a goner. I ain't come up out of nowhere, I'm from straight up off the corner. Now everywhere we go, they probably know my name cause I've been there. Now everywhere we go, they saying how much I spend when I'm in there. And I'm throwing up my money for the ones who never made it. Saying fuck the ones who hate it. Rolling up and celebrate. Now let's get medicated. Man, let's get medicated. Let's get medicated. Man, I'm hella faded. Man, let's get medicated. Let's get medicated. Let's get medicated. Man, I'm hella faded. I'm hella faded.
Yeah.
Elevated and elevated.
Yeah.
I'm just a
And
little bit.
levitated.
Oh,
What'd you say?
I'm just a little bit elevated.
Oh, whew. Yeah. So tonight, how we're gonna do this? One of us gonna go first, do our movies. We're gonna do a couple of knockoff spins. We're gonna go on the 6th spin is the winner. So after everybody, we're gonna do a couple dead spins. After me, I'm gonna go last. I think that was like spur of the moment. Surprise! Pow! I'm going last. So after I go, we're going to do one dead spin and then to do the winner. So,
Good.
Any questions? I think I did that right. I'm hella faded, medicated. I mean, yeah, everything. I'm faded.
And Dad's starting to creep up.
Yeah. So, Coffee picking number 1 to 13.
7.
All right, Manberry, you're first.
Was I right?
That's cool.
Yeah, he got it right on the right 7.
That's cool. So tonight, like you said, Christmas themed movie. My first movie. We're doing 2 in a row, aren't we? Like we're doing like both of ours, right? All right. I'm gonna start with Jingle All the Way, which is honestly a really good movie that I honestly hadn't watched in a while. I rewatched and absolutely loved it. Arnold Schwarzenegger in a comedy movie is one of my favorite things to watch, just because it really puts him out of that whole Terminator genre that he always get locked into as a bad guy or a big tough, you know what I mean? So putting him in a movie like this it really impressed me, his acting skills. Came out November 16th, 1996. Quickly, I just want to note that the other movies that came out this year were absolutely fucking epic. 1996 brought Scream 1, Independence Day, Fargo, Trainspotting, Space Jam, Jerry Maguire, Twister, Mars Attacks, The Rock, just to name a few. So if movies were underrated that year, just understand we had some crazy ass rock star movies come out that year. So when they were like, "Oh, this movie had a bad review," no shit. No shit, it had a bad review. It's because all these other insane movies came out that year that literally overmasked every other movie that came out that year. I just watched Twister. I just watched Mars Attacks. Do you know what I mean? Like, so that's why I mentioned that. The budget for this movie was, it says between 60 and 75 million dollars for the movie. They made just under 130 million dollars, so they made about 55 million. To me, that seems like they might have actually lost money, but I don't know. Maybe my math is off. I love this movie. It's not just Arnold Schwarzenegger. We got Sinbad. We got Phil Hartman. If you don't know who Phil Hartman is, you freaking should. I love Phil Hartman, man. He was really good at news radio. He does voices for The Simpsons, man. Like, I've always been a Phil Hartman fan. So basically, Arnold Schwarzenegger plays Harold Langston. He is an overworked mattress salesman, and basically what's happening is his work's taking over his life. He can't keep his promises to his kids. The first thing he misses is his kids' karate recital, where he's actually moving up in belts. And if you know anything about karate, moving up in belts is absolutely a huge deal, especially when you start out with like a white belt or one of the lower belts. So he goes from his yellow belt to his purple belt, and his dad shows up. Arnold was there right when they're like cleaning up, and he missed it. And like, as being a kid who like went through stuff like this, it's horrible, man. So this whole movie is about him doing better, keeping the promises to his kid, and his kid wants this amazing Christmas toy called Turbo Man. Okay, and this is like, dude, it's like Iron Man jacked up. Like, this guy's got like he's got the rocket suit. I would have had a freaking Turbo Man at my age, man. Absolutely love it. And on Christmas Eve, he realizes the damn toy is completely sold out. He cannot get this toy, man. And he is looking everywhere, man. And the best part about it is he runs into Sinbad, who plays Myron Larrabee, a mailman, who's also looking for the same toy for his kid. Throughout this movie, they're literally going back and forth, fighting to get this doll. My favorite scene, one of two favorite scenes, is they're sitting in a diner, like, what are we going to do? And like, what are we going to do? All of a sudden, over the radio, we have a contest for you to win a Turbo Man. Just if you know the name of all 8 of Santa's reindeer, you call in right now and you can win a Turbo Man. What they didn't hear is you can win a gift certificate to get a Turbo Man when they restock it in the store. So they go to the payphone in the diner and they start fighting. And as soon as he answers it, Sinbad rips the freaking phone right out of the jack. And he's like, "Yeah, now you ain't winning it, bitch." And the diner owner's like, "Hey, guys, that radio station is 2 blocks away." All of a sudden, they're just freaking huffing it, man. Arnold Schwarzenegger goes in like freaking, I'm trying to think of it, sorry, Total Recall, all crazy face. Hi, he's like, Donner, Dasher, Blitzen, fucking naming off all the rangers. The radio guy's like, ah! He kicks the door open, breaks the glass. He's like, "Did I win? Did I win?" He's like, 911, 911. He's fucking calls him. Sinbad comes in, dressed up like a mailman. It's so funny because he's like, "I want that doll. I want that." He's like, "You misunderstood me. It's a gift certificate to get the doll." And they're like, "What?" So then Sinbad pulls out a box, like, "This is a bomb." He's like, "I'm a mailman. I know this is a bomb, right?" He drops it. A little chime starts playing. Little music tune. It was a freaking Christmas thing. I'm sorry. It's so funny, right? The cops show up. And surround Sinbad. And then the one cop actually gets Arnold too. And he does it again. He's like, "I got a bomb." And he's like, "Y'all gonna put your guns down and you're gonna let me go." And they're all like, he's like, "I'm a mailman. You know I'm unstable." Another favorite line of the movie. He's like, "You know I'm not sane. Ask him." He looks at Arnold. He's like, "Yeah, he's unstable. Put your guns down." They all put their guns down. Freaking, he puts the box down. Arnold runs this way. He takes the elevator that way. Obviously, everyone's like, "It's not a bomb. He just did it again," right? He just messed with them. As they're running away, you hear boom. They both look back. Sinbad's like, that really was a bomb? Man, we have a fucked up society, basically, is what he says, right? So they still can't get this freaking doll, man. And this whole movie, they should have done more movies together. I absolutely love Sinbad. Was he in Shazam? Anybody? Was he really in Shazam? Who's got the tape? Come on, Magic. You got it? Who's got Shazam, the VHS, man? Come on. Someone's got it. I think I got it too, man. One of my favorite parts is like before that, he meets up with Jim Belushi and Vern Troyer. Who's Vern Troyer? That's Mini-Me. That's right. Vern Troyer plays a mini Santa. And as he's about to go and get this doll from Jim Belushi, who's a Santa in a Santa warehouse building toys for kids, like in like the city, and he sells him one for $300. He's like, no, don't open it here. He's like, just go put it on the tree. Don't open it here. He opens it and goes, "Don't they está, Turbo Man?" And it starts talking in Spanish. Like that's the bilingual Turbo Man. He opens the box and it just falls apart and crumbles. All of a sudden, a huge fight breaks out. Vern Troyer and Jim Belushi going after Arnold, and who comes out? Big Santa. Who's playing Big Santa? Motherfucking Paul Wright. Who's Paul Wright? It's the Big Show from WWE. If you know wrestling, man, Paul Wright, freaking the Big Show. Goddamn. Big Show ends up freaking knocking Mini-Me across the freaking room in the funniest fight scene I've ever seen in my life. He's like, "Oh no, little buddy!" Like the way that he says that is absolutely in freaking tears, man. Arnold again ends up at the end of the week. So spoilers throughout all of my reviews, by the way. If you haven't seen these, sorry. They end up at this huge parade with Turbo Man and everything. He ends up putting on a freaking Turbo Man suit and flying around. He gets stuck on a lamp pole, and his face, when he starts spinning around, he starts going, he starts going like he's going to get sick, and it makes me laugh every freaking time. This movie is basically about learning the real meaning of Christmas. That it's not about toys. It's about being together with family, trying to keep your promises and trying to balance that work happy holiday life, which really is mostly impossible for all of us. If you haven't seen Jingle All the Way, please go and see Jingle All the Way. Absolutely love it. I think that's about all for that one. And I'm going to move on to my next movie, which I can honestly say this next movie I probably watched like a good 400 or 500 times. We're going with Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. That's right. Home Alone 2, not Lost in New York. The McAllisters are back at it again. All right, so round one, they were trying to go to Paris, and they leave Kevin at home, right? Round two, they're trying to go to Miami they live in Chicago. And again, the dad messes up the alarm clock. I think last time was a power outage. This time, they're racing to get to the freaking airport again, which is the same as the last time, only left Kevin at home. While at the airport, he ends up giving Kevin his wallet. Remember that for later. So while he gives Kevin his wallet, they're running through the airport. And I don't really remember how they exactly got separated, but his dad and some other guy was wearing the same coat. Kevin followed the guy with the same coat. He got on a plane to New York. They got on a plane to Miami. 1 second. I got to find one note here. New York and Miami is 1,096.65 miles apart. They were not close, okay? So Kevin's on his way to New York. The McAllisters are on their way to Miami. The funniest part is when they actually realize Kevin's missing. If you ever been to an airport and you got to pick up your luggage, you got the carousel thing, you go to baggage claim, right? You get the baggage claim. So you're like, "Oh, there's mine. There's yours." They find Kevin's bag. So they're passing it down the line of cousins. Kevin's bag gets down to his cousin Fuller, played by his actual brother in real life, which is kind of cool. So then they basically hand the bag back going, "Kevin's not here." So they're playing password. Kevin's not here. Kevin's not here. Kevin's not here. It gets to the parents. The mom grabs it, goes, "Oh, Kevin's not here." Gives it to the dad, and she just looks to the camera, off the camera a little bit, and goes, "Kevin!" And she did the same thing in the fucking first one. I'm sorry I screamed, but that's how she fucking did. Obviously, they're off to the police station after checking into the Villa de Dolphin in Miami. It is raining. They pull up and it is pouring, and they're all like, "Yay, Christmas in Miami," right? And so Uncle Frank and Aunt Leslie had their honeymoon there. Uncle Frank's like, "Didn't look this bad on our honeymoon." The way he said that, I was like, oh, man. So Kevin lands in New York. doesn't find his family, realizes I can do whatever the heck I want. So what does he do? He heads over to the plaza looking for the lobby. Who does he run into in the lobby? Mr. Donald Trump tells him where the lobby is. Donald Trump was 46 years old when this happened, just to let you know of a time frame of everything. Like, what? You know what I mean, right? Kevin goes to the front desk. Do you think they rent him a room? Little kid, no, they don't rent him a room. So he's like, I got the credit cards in my dad's wallet. I got the money. How do I do it, right? Even if he presents the credit card, they're going to be like, what are you talking about? It's your parents' credit card. You ain't getting in. So Kevin takes the original Talkboy cassette / recorder, which you could record your own voice, change the tone, goes to the payphone, calls his dad, gets a freaking room. And man, I'm telling you, he got a luxe room, man. When you walk in and there's candy and cookies and all that shit, that ain't no cheap ass room, man. You know who his bellhop is? Mr. Rob Schneider. He does Rob so dirty. I gotta get this. So, bellhops, they work off tips, right? So he's like, oh, I don't have any money. So Kevin gives him a stick of gum. Whatever, right? Later in the movie, hands Kevin his dry cleaning. Oh, hey, what are you doing? That's my underwear. There could be girls out in here. I was very careful, sir. Oh, do you want a tip? No, sir. I still have some left. Kevin pulls out a wad of cash. Oh, no tip? All right. Shuts the door. I'm sorry. I laughed so hard because he totally did him so fucking dirty, man. He did him so dirty. Yeah, he's like literally freaking brought out a wad of cash. So, if you remember anything from the original movie, Daniel Stern and Joe Pesci played the Wet Bandits, Harry and Marv. Guess what? They escaped jail. They're back in New York. They ran into Kevin again and ripped up his freaking Miami ticket. Like, what? He gets away by running through Central Park, and this is where the pigeon lady helps him kind of escape. He's scared of her, just like the old man dragging the can in number 1. Super scared of the guy. Guess what happened? Nicest guy in the world, just down on his luck. Pigeon lady, nicest lady in the world, down on her luck. Coolest part about her is where she actually lived. She lived up in a little attic above in an opera house, and she could hear all the music being played by the orchestras down, and that's where she takes Kevin. And I thought that was such a beautiful scene in like a Christmas movie. You know what I mean? Like, she's already homeless, wearing the same clothes every day, and then she's up listening to this beautiful music. And Kevin, after tricking the hotel, and after he makes the concierge Tim Curry, the concierge Tim Curry, you know what Tim Curry is, right? Well, Tim thinks there's something not right about this little boy renting a room, even though, his dad called in to get the room, right? Well, Tim Curry thought it'd be a good idea to go and check in on Kevin. Well, Kevin was thinking. He put a movie on that made it seem like Tim Curry was just sneaking on his dad in the shower. So the next day, Kevin came downstairs to a limo with a pizza, and them going, I'm so sorry, Mr. McAllister, and be like, is your dad around? I'd really like to apologize for bursting on him. If someone walked in on you naked, would you really want to see them ever again? You probably won't see my dad for the rest of the trip. I laughed so hard. He tricked him so good. Kevin ends up meeting an amazing toy store owner who the Wet Bandits actually plan on robbing, because it's one of the only stores that actually keeps cash on hand through the Christmas season. So they figure they could hide in this Christmas store and rob it. Guess what? Kevin's back to foil the Wet Bandits again. Ends up messing with them in his uncle's place because he found the address in his dad's address book that was with his wallet. One of my favorite Christmas movies. He fucks up Marvin Harry so bad. Every time I go down a basement set of stairs, I check for nails, and I know all of you two do after watching that movie, man. When he steps on that nail, I just freaking shake, man. What an amazing movie. Catherine O'Hara, his mom, an amazing actress. Everyone in the movie came together to make such a good movie. If you haven't seen it, please go and watch it. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got. I mean, it's so good. I mean, I could talk about it for hours, honestly, both of these movies. Please go and check them out. Jingle All the Way, Home Alone 2. That's it for the Man Bear tonight, man. Honestly, just amazing movies.
Yeah, I love those movies. Like,
any questions or anything? Sorry, go ahead. Sorry, Magic, what were you saying? Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. I was just saying, I love those movies, man. Home Alone 2. I almost picked it, but I was like,
to me, it really solidifies how good the first one was. You know, when you say sequels usually aren't better, to me, Home Alone 2 is actually better than Home Alone 1. I get it's, it's different, but like it's got so many different aspects to it. I love how he messed with the Wet Bandits and the fact that he fluked out and his uncle's place was abandoned because they were renovating it. So like it
Yeah.
totally worked in his favor. Like, I think my favorite part would have to be the random bricks hitting Marv in the head. It was the funniest shit, man. Yeah, just like, what the fuck? And like, I'm sorry, man. How can you not laugh? That's straight up some Looney Tune cartoon shit.
I'm not going to feel bad about the last brick because he watched that shit from the rooftop all the way down to the
he's staring at it like, what is that? Like he's trying to figure out what the fuck it is, and then it just like, and the way he stumbles is such good acting because that's exactly how I would stumble. Do you know what I mean? I would be like, God damn. Well, I hope you enjoyed my reviews. Please go and watch these movies if you haven't. Both of them are on Disney right now, so yeah.
Heck yeah. All right, y'all. So I guess we're gonna do 2 dead spins. So this is basically gonna knock 2 names off of the wheel, and then we're gonna do Coffee's reviews, and then we're gonna do 2 more dead spins. I'm gonna do my review. Then we're gonna do 1 dead spin, and the final spin will be our winner. At that point, you will contact me. I will get your address, and we will get it rolling. Oh, I guess we're going to smoke first, huh?
I mean, yeah. You got me twice.
Yeah, hell yeah. Hey, I'm new to this, guys. Okay.
Hey, I'm just following your lead. You want to smoke?
Hey, let's pack it up, man. Get smoke.
It's my first day.
Cheers, everybody.
I'm still in training.
You're doing great, bro. You're doing great.
Still on that probationary period.
Alexa next, Jingle Bell Rock. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring. Snowing and blowing up bushels of fun. Now the jingle hop has begun. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells chime in jingle bell time. Dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Square. In the frosty air, what a bright time. It's the right time to rock the night away. Jingle bell time is a swell time to go gliding in a one-horse sleigh. Giddy up, jingle horse, pick up your feet. Pick up your feet. Jingle around the clock. Mix and a mingle in the jingling beat. That's the Jingle Bell Rock. Do 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 do. That's the Jingle Bell Rock. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring. Snowing and blowing up bushels of fun. Now the jingle hop has begun. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells chime in jingle bell time. Dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Square. In the frosty air, what a bright time. It's the right time to rock the night away. Jingle bell time is a swell time to go gliding in a one-horse sleigh. Giddy up, jingle horse, pick up your feet. Pick up your feet. Jingle around the clock. Mix and a mingle in the jingling beat. That's the Jingle Bell Rock. That's the Jingle Bell. That's the Jingle Bell. That's the Jingle Bell Rock.
Yeah. Okay, so you know what's crazy about this song? Originally, I think it was Brenda Lee sang something like it. She used to come in somewhere where I used to work all the time, and she used to buy alcohol like crazy.
Yeah.
But she was super, super cool, and she always smelled like weed.
That's cool.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
One last
Christmas.
thing I forgot. One last thing I forgot. Phil Hartman is a single dad man whore in the neighborhood. He tries to fix everything for all the women. He's definitely sleeping with like 8 of them.
At least.
It jingle all the way. And he
Jingle
gets
Bell Rock.
smoked by Rita Wilson, who's Tom Hanks' wife, who's Arnold Schwarzenegger's wife, like in the movie. Sorry, last thing that's Rita Wilson. That's why I was like, I don't know who Rita Wilson is. And then I was like, wait, isn't that Tom Hanks' wife? That is.
Yeah, she's been. We've had her for a morning speaker before.
Yes, that's right.
All right, Magic. Let's do a couple dead spins, man. These spins will not be a winners. I'm ready whenever you are, bro.
1, 2, 3.
Go.
Yeah, roll that beautiful bean footage.
All right, this is a dead spin, ladies and gentlemen. I am so sorry, Diana D. McDermott.
Damn.
Yeah, man.
All right, Magic. Ready for the next one?
1, 2, 3. Go.
It's bobsled time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, damn, Heather.
Oh, man.
Dude, I should have done Cool Runnings. I was gonna do Cool Runnings before Christmas, actually. That was a good one.
Right. I'll see you guys back after this next segment.
So, Beans.
Oh, right, yeah.
All right, guess that means it is my time to go ahead and start talking about my reviews for the night. My first pick definitely went with a classic that I know each and every one of you out here has seen. There's no way that y'all haven't seen this one. I went with the one and only Polar Express. Great ass movie. You can never go wrong with that one. Such a good family film, such a good coming around film all throughout the end. The way they realize themselves throughout and pick up on themselves throughout. But it basically starts out as a young kid who is really like losing his faith in Christmas and Santa and all that stuff. And he just wakes up in the middle of the night one night to the Polar Express train right in his street, like right in front of his house, ready to pick him up. So he's got a ticket to go to the North Pole and everything. He meets this cool girl along the way, meets this smart ass kid. Don't really want to say smart ass. He was a know-it-all kid, but I like my term better. It fits. But meets another kid like that, and on the way, they also pick up this one younger kid who is also kind of like, I don't know if I want to go on the train, but decides to go up on there anyway, and they all end up becoming friends. But throughout the first chunk of it, it's really just kind of giving a good background on them, seeing the struggles of what they're going through to get to the North Pole itself. At one point, she goes to bring the other kid a hot chocolate, forgets her ticket. The original kid goes to bring her ticket, loses it up in the wind. Somehow it magically ends up back in the train again. But he's climbing across the top of the train, trying to get up to her. Some other guy that you meet just that one time in the story helps him get up to the front of the train to find her just sitting up there hanging out with the captain of it and all, like seeing how it's running and all that. And then basically goes on a little bit more. I'm not going to try to give every single detail, even though I know everyone's seen the movie. It's just, you definitely got to watch it if you haven't for some reason. I'm even tempted to go watch it again, even though I've already watched it at least twice this year. It's such a good movie. But definitely go through some crazy little antics and crazy scenes on their way up to the North Pole itself. They go over a frozen lake at like top speed, drifting throughout it, just to magically end up right back on the train tracks perfectly without wrecking. They make their way up to the North Pole to where their car gets derailed. Well, not really derailed, but they disconnect it by accident. And somehow end up into the workshop, seeing all the presents that are being made for everyone around the world. The one kid that he gets picked up second overall outside of the original one, he sees a present for himself, and they find the kid who was like a know-it-all going around all of the presents. And shortly after that is about the time that they're all loaded up, ready to go. So all the kids get escorted outside to go ahead and be like ready to get put back on the train. And that's when they meet Santa. Finally comes out to a sleigh to get up and ready to go. And a little bell falls off of one of the reindeers and rolls up right to his feet. And he picked it up and shook it and thought it was broken because there was like no sound or anything coming from it. It's just because he didn't have the belief he needed in Santa and the Christmas spirit to hear the bell. But later on into it, he does start to hear the bell and realize and fully believe back into Santa and all that. Hops back up on the train, makes their way back home, realizing the night's almost over, Christmas Day's about to be there, and he reaches in his pocket and finds a hole in the pocket that the bell that he was given fell out of, and he's all sad and depressed, thinks like his whole day is ruined, gets off the train, goes home, goes to bed, wakes up to find a little box under the tree that has that little bell in it from Santa, because he gave it to him, said, "What, you forgot your bell, wanted to make sure you still had it." And when he shook it, he heard it ringing, his sister heard it ringing, but his parents did not hear it ringing, because they're past the point of really believing in Santa and all that. And as time goes throughout, he checks the bell, it just slowly and slowly gets quieter the older and older he gets. But it's definitely one hell of a movie overall. It is great. It's one of the ones that once you start and you start watching, you're not gonna stop. It's not gonna be the ones where I started and didn't finish it. No, once you're there, you're in for the ride, and you ain't gonna stop watching it. It just grabs you up to the edge of your seat and keeps you interested the entire time. And it's back in 2004 that movie came out, 20 years ago. Like, I knew it was a while ago, but I didn't know it was like that long ago. It started out with 170 million budget for that movie, and they brought in 286 million worldwide gross from that. And it's still a good, like, long running movie. People still watch it throughout the Christmas time frame to this day, even 20 years later. And a couple of cool ass actors that have been there. Tom Hanks is one of them. I meant to write down a couple of the others, but so much other information got written down up in here. I didn't write half the stuff I really wanted to, but a bunch of cool actors up in there you don't want to miss out on. And it's a great family sit down movie, that real type, just happy ending, bring it all around in the end. I highly recommend it. There isn't a single scene in there overall that I would change or be able to go back to. As much as I joke about the drifting on the ice and all that, that probably is still my favorite scene. Just seeing like how the throttle breaks and they're all freaking out, and it's still just right back at the end. We're good to go. Calm down back there. We're fine. We'll be all right. Y'all two seen that movie? What about you guys out there?
Oh yeah, I've seen it. And they were talking about number 2. I believe number 2 is actually a prequel called Polar Christmas, which
Yeah.
I'm excited. So I hope they show you how he became the conductor of the Polar Express train, because it showed a younger looking Tom Hanks character in the what I saw. I'm hoping that's where they're going with it, because I'm excited. I love that movie. Nothing, no bad about it. Not one negative thing about it.
Mm-mm.
No,
See,
absolutely
me
love
and my wife went and saw it at a sneak peek when we still worked at Blockbuster back in the day.
Oh, that's
Like,
not fair.
yeah, mind explosion. Me and Halls went and saw it. We got tickets for Christmas one year, and we went and saw it at a sneak peek, man. And she still loves it to this day, man. My kids love it. It's all around a great flick. Great flick.
It is. Like, it don't really matter what mood you're in. You sit down and watch that movie, you're gonna be in a good mood by the end of it. You're gonna be in that happy, feeling mood by the time it's all said and done.
Yeah,
'Cause I
you
would
can watch it in July.
Exactly. It doesn't have to be a Christmas movie. Just like Magic said, you can watch it in July. You can watch it in April if you want. You watch it whatever you want. Such a great movie.
Just like Die Hard. You can watch it anytime, but it's a Christmas movie.
Absolutely.
Not according to Bruce Willis, it's not.
I know, but I don't listen to him. I listen
He
to
said
Chuck
it-
Norris.
He don't remember that.
Well, he said it's not a Christmas movie. It's a Bruce Willis movie. So take that.
I think we should ask Chuck Norris.
Yeah, because that goes. It doesn't matter.
I'm
What
not
you got
asking.
for number 2?
The one, the only. As much as I like Polar Express, this one definitely does kick it up a notch above where the Polar Express is. Because I know definitely everyone's seen this one. It is the one, the only Will Ferrell, Buddy the Elf. It's just Elf, but great fucking movie. You can't go wrong with this one. Funny as you tell me there's at least like what, a minute you're not laughing throughout the movie. Such great scenes throughout. Amazing cast that they put in there. Definitely amazing people that complemented each other throughout the acting, throughout the story. And they had perfect roles with the people to be able to do their own special little acting bits to go along with it. But movie starts out as Will Ferrell, Buddy the Elf over here. That's not cool. I'm lining up perfect with the elf right there. Hey, no, I'm putting back. I just lined up. Oh. But, oh, there we go. I'm so much taller now. This is better. But, to get back on track. Starts out as Will Ferrell, Buddy the Elf. You're popped in just to laugh. All right, now for the third time to get myself back on track from this one. Sir, oh. I almost. Shoot. Go back. You left back there. I almost read that comment out loud too, and I'm glad I didn't. But it's definitely a great ass movie. Starts out with Buddy the Elf over there as a baby. His mom abandoned him, and he ended up like crawling his way up into Santa's sleigh. And Santa ended up taking him back home with him to where he lived with the elves and all. And all the elves thought he was damn it! You're read the fucking comment. Lose my train of thought. But the family of elves raising him definitely think that he is a burden because he's not one of them. He's definitely like not an elf, normal human overall that's been adopted from him. And he comes to find out the name of his real dad and all, who was who was on the naughty list. So ends up going to New York to meet him, and I guess try to get himself off of the naughty list. And under the first meeting and all there, definitely jumped the gun, fully letting him know that, hey, I'm an elf. I lived in the North Pole. You're my dad. I love you. So, of course, he did not want anything to do with him. Thought he was a crazy man living off the street coming up to him. But throughout, over time, comes to know and love him and realize the son and help each other out. Some funny-ass antics throughout there. The snowball scene will probably still be one of my favorite scenes that were in movies on there. Just crushed it. Laughed my ass off the whole time. Always tried to have snowball fights like that and could never do it quite right. But it was great-ass scene. So much funny stuff throughout here. Will Ferrell really got to be himself on his comedic routine throughout this show. And there was actually a couple clips on there that says that Will Ferrell had personal goals throughout a lot of scenes to try to make his fellow actors break character just to make them laugh and mess up throughout and go on along with it. And he said that it was an excellent goal that he gave himself for future movies throughout after this one. But you can definitely tell that everyone had a great ass time. All the way people are coming together where they're finding themselves out, learning to really love themselves, finding out who these people really are in their lives, down to like their true natures, and really coming to love each other as friends and family, father, son, and all that. It's a great ass movie. Definitely don't want to fill in too many details because I love this fucking movie. I don't want to fill in too many because I'm going to watch it later. If I go and talk about the entire thing now, it's not going to be as good watching it later. But towards the end of the movie, you do find out. Oh, well, thank you. Green is my favorite color, so I'm not going to complain on that one. That's the only elf comment I'm kind of content with right now outside the ones I started. But, wow, that one got me good. I lost every bit of train of thought on that one. Oh, so I'm going to go ahead and just get towards the end of this one to wrap it up. He does end up falling in love with the love of his life, having a daughter, which they both go up to the North Pole to meet Santa and all that, and goes to visit back home where he actually grew up and brings his roots out to him and his dad. Got to be like a real great relationship to where his dad actually published a book called Elf, Buddy's life story, which became one of his #1 sellers for the publishing company he worked through. Everyone who came to be around Buddy and all the joy and love that he brought around to the Christmas spirit and everything ended up reigniting all of the Christmas spirit throughout the city and all that. And during Santa's struggle, brought his sleigh back to life and was able to help him finish out everything he needed to do for that night. And then also brought the rest of his family who was not believers in Santa and all that to fully believe in Santa and see that he's the real deal and really exists. And great come to end movie to where it really brought the love and faith back into the Christmas spirit and all the family presents going around and all of it. But definitely one of my favorite movies. 100% wouldn't change a single thing about that movie. They crushed it start to finish on there. I guarantee that's still probably one of Will Ferrell's favorite movies he got to do was Elf. But I mean, you guys seen that out there? Have you guys seen it up here?
So James Caan is the actor who plays his dad in the movie, and James Caan, if you don't know who that is, he plays the priest. He plays the priest in That's My Boy, who beats up Adam Sandberg, and I love that scene in That's My Boy. He plays such a good character in Elf. My favorite scene from Elf's got to be when he's eating the spaghetti and he covers it in like M&Ms and chocolate syrup, and he's just fucking. I want to know what he really ate and like did it make him sick. Like I want to actually go and see like a documentary, like did he really eat what he put on there, and like was it like other things that looked like it, you know what I mean? Like, because yeah, I love that scene. Absolutely.
Yeah, crazy stuff. Like It took me a while before I watched that movie. Coffsey the elf, the leprechaun, and the gnome.
Hey, put that down. I don't like the leprechaun part. Those are extra short.
Yeah, but they got gold. Hey, they got pots of gold. They got pot.
Yeah, I'd rather have that part because the gold's just going to go to buying pot.
That's right. Yeah, I know. It's like, yeah.
That'll wrap up
Can you imagine?
Well,
Can you imagine you pull up to a Plug's house and you're like, yeah, do you mind if I pay you in gold? What?
Much love, Nicole. Much love. Right, so since that'll be the end of my section, I guess we are back onto the wheel.
Yes, 2 more eliminations.
What up, everybody?
Oh, one quick thing about Elf. I did hear a rumor that there may be a number 2 coming out.
I did too.
I haven't seen that.
I haven't seen the greenlit yet, but I've heard talks.
He's gonna do it. If he gets the green light, Will's gonna do it. Just like Jim Carrey's gonna keep playing. Jim Carrey's gonna keep playing Dr. Robotnik as long as they keep making Sonic movies. That's what he even said.
On a side note, Jim Carrey turned down the role to play Buddy the Elf. Is how Will Ferrell got it.
Yep. I don't think Jim could have done it justice.
Oh, that one started out. This one I actually meant to say earlier. Started out with a $35 million budget and ended up bringing in $220 million worldwide gross.
Damn, son. They profitable.
All right, Magic, you ready for our next dead spin? The spin will not be a winner, everybody.
Yeah, let's get it. 3, 1, 2, go.
That's not even Canadian. I don't know what the fuck.
Oh, coffin.
Oh, man.
All right, before we do our next spin, you want to do a song?
Heck yeah.
Let's go with some cheers, everybody.
You know Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen, but do you recall the most famous reindeer of all? Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. It glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. It glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all? Whoa, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose. And if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. It glows. It glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't
Won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then how the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, had a very shiny nose, And if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows, Rudolph, you're the brightest star we've ever known.
Hell yeah. All right, LP McAllister's up there. Do you want to count us down?
Fine. I'm gonna hit it with a 1, 2, 3.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Carissa.
Man, thank you for entering.
All right, I'll see you guys in a bit.
All right, you guys. I'm going to start off with 1988's Scrooged with Bill Murray, Karen Allen, Bobcat Goldthwait, David Johansen, Carol Kane. This is a lot of older actors and stuff. This is an older movie, but this is one of the ones that my mom's introduced me to. She actually had a lot of influence on my love for movies. That was one thing we did. But Buddy Hackett is in this movie. Robert Goulet's in this movie. There's all sorts of cameos everywhere in this movie. It had a $32 million budget. It got $100 million in the box office. It's kind of like the modern take on Charles Dickens' Christmas Carol for the 80s, like at that time, because it would be completely different nowadays. So basically the setup is Frank Cross is a successful TV executive whose absurd nature has driven away Claire Phillips, which is his girlfriend, fiance, who's played by Karen Allen. If you know who Karen Allen is, she was in, she played the mom in The Sandlot. She was Small's mama. She was also in Indiana Jones. Anyways, after firing one of his staff, Bobcat Goldthwait, however you say it, whatever. He talks like this, man. But hilarious dude. Frank is visited by a series of ghosts, had a chance of redemption from his past on Christmas Eve. So, like I said, it's a modern take on the Christmas Carol. He goes through a series of past situations with his first ghost. And, you know, he kind of, as he goes, he starts to kind of realize how much of an asshole he really was to like his girlfriend and his co-workers. This role actually was his first role after Ghostbusters. So this was his first film after Ghostbusters. It got him 3 Saturn nominations, 1 Academy nomination, a BMI winner for music from Danny Elfman, and a music video from a soundtrack nomination with Al Green and Annie Lennox. Annie Lennox, I think, was in the Arithmetics. Crazy things about this movie, which is really cool. Richard Donner, the director of this movie, asked Paramount to give the cast and crew Christmas off, so that way they can go home and spend time with their families. But Paramount wouldn't give the cast and crew that time off. So Richard Donner fired everybody for a couple of days, and then hired them all back a couple of days afterwards. So that way they could go home, spend time with their family, and paid them back pay. So they still got paid to go home for Christmas. So bravo, Richard Donner, although I've heard he was a real pain in the butt to work with. So there's a couple bloopers in this movie. There's a scene where Bill Murray falls out of the restaurant. It was actually a genuine accident. Like, he for real fell on his ass. So the steps were wet. They were trying to keep the ice off of it, but they couldn't keep it warm enough. Bill Murray and Richard Donner did not like each other, and Bill Murray just feels like the movie was rushed and it could have been more of a masterpiece than what it was. But bravo, Bill Murray, you delivered a masterpiece. I love this movie. I watch it every year. It's always a love one for me. But there's another scene where another ghost comes and visits Bill Murray where she grabs his lip. If you pause it on that scene, you can see where Bill Murray, his lip gets ripped, like she rips his lip. And he had to take a couple days off to get it mended. So that's another crazy thing. All of his brothers are in this movie, like do cameos. Only one brother does, his actual brother. But by the time he gets towards the end of the film, if you've ever read A Christmas Carol or ever seen anything Christmas Carol, you know that Scrooge envisions himself in one way or another as being dead. So at the end of the movie, sorry guys, this movie's almost 40 years old, so there is spoilers. You see him inside the casket. He gets set on fire. He's screaming, "I don't want to die." And then it snaps. And all of a sudden, he just he hires the guy back. He tries again with his ex-girlfriend and just tries to put his life back together and has realized how much damage he has truly done. And, sometimes people need to go back and see some of these older movies because they teach us a lot. Going back and watching it this year hit me different than it hit me last year. And that's facts. So, how many of y'all have seen Scrooge?
I will be honest. I've seen the Donald Duck version.
Hell yeah.
It's such a good movie because he's such a good actor. I love the way before the ghost. I love Bill Murray when he's playing the executive, how he's such a fucking asshole. He plays it so well. He, and like you said, his movie Ghostbusters, he's just a lighthearted, playboy type guy, trying to get with Sigourney Weaver the whole how many movies until he finally gets it there or whatever. And then in this one, it's the opposite. He's a prick until he realizes he's a prick. And I love this movie. It's such a good Christmas time movie. You're right. These older movies need to be rewatched because they're really underappreciated for what they were. You're right. It may have been better if he took more time and the movie wasn't so rushed. But it's Bill Murray. That's the thing. If it was someone else, it may have been a flop. It wasn't a flop. It's Bill Murray doing a good movie. That's my opinion.
It is on Paramount Plus and Pluto. So if you have either one of those, you can watch it. By the way, I think somebody said I think I've seen it, not sure. But, if you want to go back and watch it, Paramount Plus, Pluto.
And you'll recognize God, what's his name? The comedian. You know who I'm talking about? The guy who does He's in Police Academy.
Yes.
That's how I always think of him. His character in Police Academy is amazing.
Speaking of Police Academy, kind of hooks into my next movie. Crazy, because I just found out that it hooked into my next movie. Michael Winslow from Police Academy helped voice some of the Gremlins. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I am doing 1984's Gremlins. Yes, I'm sorry, guys. I freaking love this movie. And what's crazy is this movie was never meant for kids. It was not directed towards a child audience at all. So, it stars Zach Galligan. I think pretty much this is all he's really ever done. The one, the only, the beautiful Phoebe Cates. She is also in Drop Dead Fred and Fast Times at Ridgemont High. If you know, you know. You know, you know. It also has Hoyt Axton. Corey Feldman is actually in it a few little times. Dick Miller's in it, and Glenn Turman. This was an early 80s movie, so these actors pretty much have passed on for the most part. It had an $11 million budget, and the box office was brought in a whopping $212 million. Gremlins is partially responsible for the creation of the PG-13 rating, since it was criticized for not being kid appropriate. You know, originally, yeah, we'll get to this scene in a second. So basically, there's a gadget salesman who is looking for a special gift for his son for Christmas, comes across a Chinese, I guess, not really convenience store, but you know how sometimes you go in the mall and they have like the China Bazaar stores, you know, kind of like that. And the little boy that takes him in there is like, hey, this is my granddad's shop, and you know, comes across Magik, and gets Gizmo, takes him home. But the shopkeeper was kind of reluctant because, you know, he knows that sometimes mankind can be very selfish with our actions, and, you know, kind of, I'm gonna do what I want, whatever. But anyways, he gave him 3 very, very important rules to live by. Okay, never feed him after midnight. Don't expose him to bright light. And whatever you do, don't get him wet. I think those are pretty easy to remember. What do y'all think? Like, I think that's pretty. All right. So, anyways, this happens pretty much, and all hell breaks loose. And there's these little goblin-looking things that are called gremlins. The reason why the movie is called Gremlins is because Gizmo is a Mogwai. The gremlins are created from the rules being broken. Mogwai is supposed to represent the peace that lives in our hearts. The gremlins is supposed to represent the anger and the anguish that we have and we let live in our hearts, that we create. Hence the reason why these 3 rules are in order. You go against those rules, you know. Yeah, that's right, Felicia. She said it depends on how stoned I am if I would remember those 3 rules. All right. So the original script was originally proposed to be a lot darker than what it originally was. Like there was supposed to be blood, guts. You know, I don't know what all I'm available to say, but it was supposed to be very, very nasty. I like that. Okay. So, there is a scene where the dog gets tied up in the Christmas lights out on the front porch. Like the gremlins supposedly got a hold of the dog and he was supposed to be missing pieces. And yeah, like the script, I saw some, you can find the script if you look it up. And the original script, it's crazy. Um, there's a radio billboard at the beginning of the movie that actually promotes Indiana Jones. So, like, I think it's Radio Rick Rad or something like that. And he's got the whip up and he's got the hat. And yeah. Spielberg actually wanted Tim Burton to do this movie originally. This entire movie was not filmed in any different areas, just different studios. Like it was an all studio filmed movie. I did not know that because if you've grown up watching this movie, it all looked real. I mean, hell, Godzilla 1954 looked real until it didn't. I was like, oh. And it's still awesome. But, all right, let's see here. Oh, crazy fact. The security would go through the cast and crew's vehicles at the end of shooting days because the animatronics for the creatures were so expensive, they couldn't afford to let any get slipped past. So everybody that would go through before they would leave, security would go through their vehicles, go through their belongings, and they had to sign off on it or they didn't work there. So the Kingston Falls, I don't know if that rings a bell to any of you. And Hill Valley, TTF. I wrote notes that I don't even remember, but it's something that I'll remember later on.
Hill Valley is the mall in Back to the Future.
Yes, yes. Thank you. Yeah, it is. Yes. So that makes sense. BTTF, Back to the Future. Got him.
So here, quickly. Okay, so when he goes back to the future, he crashes into a barn on a tree farmer's property. He fucks up 2 trees that he was breeding. The reason why the mall in the future is called Twin Pines is because of that scene in Back to the Future.
Respect.
The mall changes names. The mall changes names because of that scene.
Hell yeah. All right then. The Amblin logo with ET or whatever. This was the first movie that Spielberg premiered it. Like it came across, she's seen it. Amblin Entertainment.
You're talking about the bike scene with ET and the yeah. I was like, I know what you're talking about.
It was originally slated for Christmas, but so many movies were supposed to be released during that time. It came out during the summer. A third Gremlins is greenlit. If you did not know, there's Gremlins Part 2, which is called New Batch. It's a little more oh my god, that was stupid type movie. But all in all, if you get a good buzz working, it's freaking phenomenal.
Yeah, it is good.
So there's also a show called Gremlins Secret of the Mogwai. I've watched a couple episodes, but I have not been able to finish it yet. but so far it's pretty good. It's CGI, but it kind of gives a little backstory on the Mogwai race.
That's pretty cool.
Mogwai in Cantonese is demon.
What? Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. So, have y'all seen Gremlins?
Oh yeah.
Many, 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 many times.
Yes.
One of my
My
girlfriend's
sister
favorite
was
too.
right now. You're going nuts here, and you talk about Gremlins.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and you're right about when the movie came out. That Christmas there was so many movies slated to come out. They didn't want Gremlins to get overshadowed because they knew when they made that movie they had something. They knew they had something that wasn't really made yet in that capacity. And like you were talking about the PG rating where it was like, "Whoa, we made a movie about little critters." That's not a kid movie. It's not a kid movie. It just gets a little too creepy and scary. Like, yeah, kids can watch anything, but at the same time, I don't want to give my kids nightmares. Just like I probably had nightmares from Gremlins when I watched it when I was too fucking young. But it's a great movie, but it's not for kids. I wouldn't recommend it unless you got like a really, some kids got thicker skins than other kids. I get that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I mean, to each their own. I never tell anyone how to parent or whatever, but like when I was a kid, some of my favorite movies were the bloodiest movies, like when Predator and Rambo came out, I was like, yeah, F them up as a little kid, you know what I mean? And now I'm like, oh man, there's so much blood and like violence. Oh, another arm got ripped off. I'm like, oh God, I start getting squeamish. And I'm like, I wasn't squeamish when I was a kid. What the heck? Yeah. Great movies all around, guys. Absolutely loved it.
Yeah, some
I
great
have seen
there.
I've seen every movie that we reviewed tonight, and I recommend all of them. If you haven't seen them, go and see them. Whether they're at Christmas time or not, that's the thing too. I mean, even like Home Alone 2, it may kind of be a Christmas, but I watch that year round. Fuck man, that ain't no Christmas movie. And
Yeah.
one fact about Home Alone 2, that was the last movie that Macaulay Culkin played Kevin. And there is 3, 4, 5, 6, I believe now of Home Alone, which are absolutely like I haven't seen them, so I can't really say much about them, but I'm sure they got their own merit. It gets goofy sometimes when you make the 4th sequel, the 5th sequel, the 7th sequel.
Yeah.
And if you think I'm joking, there's a movie called Love Potion. There's like 17. Like Love Potion 1, Love Potion, and there's no other name to them. It's not like Love Potion 2, The Return or The Revenge. No, they're just numbered. And I'm sorry, number 17. What the heck are you? It's like The Simpsons going on to season 40. They'd never make it. They ran out of stories 15 years ago. I love The Simpsons, but come on, they ran out of stories after season 15. They did. There's nothing else new. I talk about this all the time. I love The Simpsons, but man, they need. That's why Futurama was made. That's why Disenchantment was made. That's why, you know what I mean? Just saying. Good point. Future's looking bright. Here, let's get some controversy going. Simpsons didn't predict anything. Simpsons didn't predict anything. There's an entire section on Disney of Simpsons predictive episodes. Like
That
you can go.
was an interesting one.
Yeah. I mean, maybe they predicted some stuff where they're just very intuitive and see where the world's going too. I mean,
very few sequels meet the expectations of the first one. I can name one right off the bat.
Go.
Empire Strikes Back.
Oh, yo. Okay.
Iron Man
Okay.
2.
Okay.
Iron
Give me
Man
a
2.
minute. Oh, come on, man. You can't, really, both of you? Come on. Okay. Back to the Future. Back to the Future 2. Back to the Future 2. Because come on, man. Without Back to the Future 2, there wouldn't have been a 3, and 1 wouldn't have fucking made sense.
Right. What you got,
Come
Beans?
What up?
Well,
all right.
there
So
wasn't a 2. There wouldn't have been.
I don't know if it's better, but I enjoyed Too Fast and Furious more than Fast and Furious.
Ooh, okay. I actually have to agree
That's
with
a
him.
good one.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm more of a Ludacris fan than a Ja Rule fan, and and the first one was more like a Ja Rule soundtrack. Second soundtrack was Ludacris. Cars were better in number 2, but they took a little bit from number 1 into number 2. If you think about it, the cars weren't too different. You know what I mean? Like they still muscle. There's still the Tokyo Drift. Like, and that's what I like about 1 and 2 is they leaned into Tokyo Drift real good. You knew it was coming, right? 1, 2, Tokyo Drift made sense. 4, 5, cool. 6, 7, 8, don't watch it, whatever. I'm sorry. Dubai wrecked it for me. Number 7 wrecked it for me. The car going from building to building was just a little too much. I'm sorry.
Or there's more sequels that kill the entire movie situation. Like Cars 2 destroyed that entire movie series.
Yes.
Like that universe doesn't no longer make sense, in my opinion. After the second one, it just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah,
they don't have hands. People, sorry, I'm not gonna get started.
You don't like cars, man. You're a car.
Dude, the first movie is so great. They drink out of oil cans. It makes sense. And then the second one, like cars don't eat wasabi. Why would they? They drink oil. Sorry, I'm done.
That's like I made the joke the other night in Spanish. Mota means weed, right? So all you guys dabbing out there, you smoking mota oil.
Mota oil, yeah.
Mota oil. Oh man. Yeah,
where was it? Eric Stewart said the Top Gun sequel, so Maverick definitely was pretty damn good. I would put it up there with Top Gun.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say better, but definitely equal.
I'm trying to think. Okay. Ninja Turtles 2, Secret of the Ooze. Better than the first one. Come on, man. That's a freaking killer movie, man. That was
Talk on Razor, do that for me, man. Yeah.
And then now you're gonna drop Casey Jones on me, aren't you?
Turtle Lives Matter.
Yeah, Turtle Lives Matter for sure, man. But Casey Jones was good. I love Casey Jones, so I'll give that for the first one. I just think overall, number 2 had everything. I loved Kino. Kino was dope. Fucking great character. The foot, everything. Come on, Vanilla Ice. Come on, man. Go Ninja.
Have you ever seen a turtle to get down?
Yeah. Go Ninja, go Ninja, go Ninja, go. Come on, go.
And Kevin Nash is super shredder.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. Come on, man. That's so cool they did that. I love that the wrestlers got into movies a bit. Have you ever seen that one Kane did? Was it See No Evil?
Yeah, See No Evil was good.
That was messed up, man. But good.
Didn't need a sequel.
No, I remember the first scene is like the cop gets his arm chopped off with an axe. I'm pretty sure or something. Like it's just brutal. You're like, ooh! Like when you like the opening scene, you're like, ooh! You're like, this is gonna be good. You're like, it's good. Yeah.
If I had to pick 2 Christmas movies, I would pick, probably definitely the original Santa Claus with Tim Allen.
Yeah.
That's just like that was just a classic one for me growing up, and then.
Original How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the cartoon, the original.
Oh no, I'd have to go with the Jim Carrey one. That was probably more my timeline, my era.
See, I don't know. I found that I liked it, but I just felt I don't know. So here so there's a crazy theory about that. Okay, his dog Max, right? His dog Max, how did he get Max? He climbed up that mountain in that version of the movie, right? And never left Whoville and never left there. That dog didn't climb up that mountain, right? And you remember how he tells all the people in Whoville that all of the presents they throw away end up at his place? Was Max a present that Whoville threw away and he ended up with?
Yeah. Well, Sally Who didn't want a goddamn puppy, so she's like, in the garbage you go, little pupper.
Speaking of Little Miss Who, have you seen Little Miss Who? She's in a metal band now.
Yes. Yeah. Someone was just telling me that. Yeah. Isn't that crazy? Like that, oh yeah.
Oh, I'll Be Home for Christmas. Yeah. John Taylor Thomas. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's a good one. Yeah.
See, it was so hard for me to like I knew I wanted to do Gremlins, but I could not find Ernest Saves Christmas.
Oh shit.
I was
Dude.
gonna do obscure one. So here, check this out. So listen to me before you judge me. I was gonna maybe do Hook. Now I'll explain why I was gonna do Hook. Hook starts off with them going to England for Christmas to visit Wendy. So Hook actually starts off as kind of a Christmas movie. Now I understand they go to Neverland. There's actually not much more Christmas till the end of the movie, but they show up. It's snowing. When he ends up back in England, he's in the backyard and snows all over him.
Yeah,
and I almost did Hook as my Christmas movie because I love that movie. The cast is amazing. I mean, fuck. Julia Roberts as Tinkerbell. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah. Bill or Bob Hoskins was
Smee.
Dustin Hoffman. Hook. Yeah, dude.
Captain Hook. Dude, one of his best roles as far as I'm concerned. Next to Rain Man or something like that. Like Rain Man was pretty dope. I mean, what am I thinking of? What's that one with the epidemic I'm thinking of where the monkey got everyone sick?
Outbreak.
Outbreak was great. That was another good one. Yeah.
Y'all want to smoke and do this last dud and choose this winner?
Absolutely. I hope everybody's having a mother trucking holly jolly Christmas, y'all.
Cheers.
Have a holly jolly Christmas, the best time of the year. I don't know if there'll be snow, but have a cup of cheer. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and when you walk down the street, say hello, say hello, say hello to friends you know and everyone you meet. Cheer. Have a cup of cheer. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and when you walk down the street, say hello, say hello, say hello to friends you know and everyone you meet. Ooh. Ho ho, the mistletoe is hung where you can see. Somebody waits for you. Kiss her once for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and in case you didn't hear, oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year. Is hung where you can see. Somebody waits for you. Kiss her once for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and in case you didn't hear, oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year. Is hung where you can see. Somebody waits for you. Kiss her once for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and in case you didn't hear, oh my golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year.
All right, man, Barry, you want to count down our last to dead spin?
Give me a 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3.
This will not be a winning spin. This is a dead spin. This is our last dead spin. I am so sorry, Jessica. All right. The man of the hour. Mr. Magic himself. This will be the winning spin. You're muted, bud. You're still muted.
Still muted.
I still can't hear you. Oh, there we go.
Booyakasha!
What?
Booyakasha!
I just fucking with you at that.
Nikki.
Oh shit!
Oh, yeah! All right, Nikki, surprise. Also, I will get Kay to reach out. She has surprisingly donated with me, so I will get her to reach out to you as well. I've already got your credentials, but yes, congratulations. Thank you everybody for entering and showing so much love. I am so close to 700 followers now. Every single person that you see popping out down in your feed, please go follow them. Follow all these guys up here. These are a pretty cool group of guys, except for Man Bear. I mean, but don't tell him I said that.
I'm thinking like, fuck it, I got a contract with that not bitch over there, but I ain't got no contract with you.
Oh man, you know I love you, but
I know. I love you, not bitch.
Oh, this cough.
Yeah. Not a bitch.
Here you are.
See you Thursday, fucker. Oh wait, shit. See you tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Fucker. That's when the contract starts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dun,
Oh, yeah.
dun.
We're going to smoke one more and call it a show?
Hell yeah.
Yes,
Let's
yes.
do it.
All right. I'm not even supposed to be up here. I feel it's weird up here on your guys' show. Thank you guys for having me up tonight. I love it. Make sure that you're following these amazing dudes. I'm going to keep it short and sweet, and I'm going to say thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you guys in the morning. Make sure that you're following everybody that you could possibly be following, and I'll hand it over to Man Bear. Much love, everybody. Have a good night. Merry Christmas for those I might not see.
What an amazing day. Thank you all for who've been here with us all day long. It's been absolutely amazing. From the morning show to the afternoon show to Magic's Mad Movie Monday. Much love, Chicago. Much love, Magic. Much love, Beans, man. Absolutely love this. Can't wait for the next time because it won't be Christmas, so we don't even know what we're going to pick. Make sure you spread some love and positivity. Find your own Sugar Shack. Call that person you're thinking about. Message them because they're thinking about you too. That's why you're thinking about them. Catch you all in the morning.
Well, much love, all you amazing ass people out there. Hope it's been a great ass day all around, start to finish, between the morning show with the Cove all the way to the afternoon show where I won Stoner Roulette. Trophy's mine. I won there. I didn't see it, but I won. All the way into the movie reviews tonight. It's always a great ass way to get the Monday finished off. I love doing the reviews. I love hearing the movies that you guys put out and y'all's twist and like takes up on the movies. It definitely makes it where I want to watch them even more just to see that different perspective and point of view with it. But I hope everyone's had an amazing day. If you are not already, make sure you're giving a like and a follow to everyone you've been interacting with out there, because if it wasn't for each and every one of you out there, we wouldn't be doing all the amazing stuff we get to do each and every day around here. Make sure you're giving a like and a follow to everyone you see up on screen. You got the one and only motherfucking Magic down there. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be up here doing this stuff tonight. This is all Magic right up here. So make sure y'all are giving him a like and follow. You don't want to miss out on all the amazing content and music he puts out each and every day. Plus the movie reviews every other Monday. You definitely don't want to be missing out on them. It's officially streaming to his page as well, everyone. So make sure you're heading on over that way, giving a like and a follow, and catching the streams over there as well, too. You guys don't want to miss out on that. You got the one and only Man Bear that we are still under contract for the next 23 hours. So make sure you're giving him a like and a follow. You don't want to miss out on all the amazing content he puts out each and every fucking day around here. And all the advice you bring out to each and every show wouldn't be the same without you. And, of course, you got the one and only Beans up top with the Cove. Wouldn't be doing all the fun stuff we get to do each and every day and all the amazing shit we get to look at and interact with each and every day without you. Much love, everyone. Look forward to seeing each and every one of y'all later on or tomorrow, whichever one comes first. Much love, everyone.
Yeah. Good night, everybody. Thank you for showing up. As he said, this is the first night that it is actually streaming to Mad Productions. So thank you to the guys over there Yes, please go like, follow, share their stuff. Man Bear has some amazing reels that like trip me out, and you know, it's awesome, and I enjoy the tunes that go with them. I am working on a new album called Metaphorical Menace. We are T minus 2 weeks out to release, which brings me to my next thing. I will be doing an interview that literally breaks down my songs and the story and the life that I have journeyed thus far to see the man that you see today. It's going to be very, very in depth and to the point. So, as always, I appreciate the love and the support that each and every one of you get. And I will post something about that as well. Also, Nikki, congratulations. Congratulations, Nikki. Yes. Also, thank you to my family for my support. I love you, Boogie. I know you're out there. Jackzilla, I love you. Young Valley, I love you. Pain in my ass. I love you. But thank you to DJ Twitch, Biggs the Brain, Beans, Coffee, Man Bear. I love you guys. Yerp. Yeah, a lot of love to go around, man. Within a year. Yeah. The next time y'all see us, it'll be a new year.
Oh, shit.
For the next Magic show, anyways.
Then I can start bringing out the stupid joke, man. That's so last year.
Yeah.
So last year. I'll see you next year.
I'll see you next year.
Yeah.
So, with that, let's roll that shit, light that shit, smoke that shit. I'll see you next year. Magic's Merry Movie Mondays. Mad love. Hey, and the world is way better with you in it. You. Every single one of you. I struggle with it as well, so you're not alone. You are loved. You are enough. Have a fantabulous night.
Rocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop. Mistletoe hung where you can see every couple tries to stop.
Rocking around the Christmas tree, let the Christmas spirit ring. Later we'll have some pumpkin pie and we'll do some caroling.
You will get a sentimental feeling, sentimental feeling. When you hear voices singing, let's be jolly, deck the halls with boughs of holly. Rocking around the Christmas tree, have a happy holiday. Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way. You will get a sentimental feeling, sentimental feeling, sentimental feeling. When you hear voices singing, let's be jolly, deck the halls with boughs of holly. Rocking around the Christmas tree, have a happy holiday. Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way. You will get a sentimental feeling, sentimental feeling, sentimental feeling. When you hear voices singing, let's be jolly, deck the halls with boughs of holly. Rocking around the Christmas tree, have a happy holiday. Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way. You will get a sentimental feeling, sentimental feeling, sentimental feeling. When you hear
with boughs of holly. Rocking around the Christmas tree, have a happy holiday. Happy holiday. Happy holiday. Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way.
Much love, everybody.
Much love, everyone. See y'all later.
Magik, you're muted, bro.
Oh, damn.
Merry motherfucking Christmas.
It's not just me doing the mute.
It's not just you.
Much love, guys.
Right.